had everything. I built the most amazing house, 10,000 square foot house, and had every fundraiser and every kid party, and just, entertained, and could buy things, and supported friends that didn't have any money, and family that didn't have any money. And really, from the outside looking in, everyone would say to me, I want to be you when I grow up. And I would just sit in my big house and like go, why am I not happy here? It was just like so confusing. So, I think I finally realized that, I went from not having anything with the big dream of having everything, and I got everything, and that didn't make me happy, because it really wasn't about it. Now I know it was, I had no idea who I was anymore. I went from being Tia to being Mrs. There was no connection anymore. But at 38, I remember the day I drank too much, and I got up the next day, and I remember thinking, I had always thought like how people would say, you need to bite the dog, the hair of the dog that bit you. And I would just like, that is the worst idea I've ever heard of. And I remember the morning I woke up and I thought, that may actually be the thing to do, because I have got to deal with my kids and my life. And I had a shot, and I thought, and I was like stabilized, and I thought, oh my God, this is magical, genius idea. And that's when it shifted, because now I learned that I could maintain like a comfort zone. And that was very quickly gone. And it was basically crying, I can't do this anymore. And the people that really care about me heard, I'm going to kill myself. That's not what I was saying. I was saying I can't do this anymore. I mean, I really couldn't do life anymore. I couldn't do the drinking anymore. I couldn't do any of it anymore. I had been going to a lot of meetings, and I knew Conchetta from a mother's meeting that I would go to every week. And I called her up, and I said, I think I need a lawyer. And the lawyer said, you need to go either into treatment or sober living or something immediately. That was the day I got out of jail. So I called her up, and I knew she had a sober living, and I came to see her, and I moved in that day, and I stayed with her for a year. And we became very, very, very close. And my kids came, and they would stay with me every weekend. It was really a great experience. It wasn't like being in treatment where people were dragged in and told, you better stay here or else. There were people who were really trying to make a change and needed to have a sober environment to kind of transition from treatment back into life. And I felt like it was a really safe, healthy place for the kids. And Conchetta and this, her staff, and Olivia, who's still here, who I love so much, took care of me. I was always taking care of everybody. So suddenly it was like, Olivia would come in to like, help me, clean up, get my laundry or something. And I'm like, what do you mean you're doing that? I can do it myself. I'll do it. And it was like letting somebody do something for me. I really needed that. Conchetta has become, she's a sober sister. I mean, she's like my sister. She's best friend, sister. My kids know her and love her. Her daughter, I know and love. Her parents, her family, her sisters. I mean, to summarize it, I think, even if I fall off the grid for a little minute in any way, and I believe this, whether if it were in recovery or if I just kind of was pulling away or, not being so active, I know that I could pick up the phone and call here or call Conchetta and say, I need you, and she would be there.